try it again and see if they shut us down. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We're back with another live. Right now, we're going to be knocking out some 3D orders, some 3D t-shirt orders. So drop your city and state. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Is anybody out there looking to purchase 3D t-shirts? Feel free to hit us up. Our contact info is on the wall back there. I got something for TikTok. Contact info is on the wall back there, man. Feel free to hit us up. You're looking for 3D shirts. Football, memorial, anniversary, family reunion. Hit us up. Have y'all heard about the hike increase on the tariffs? Man. There's a whole bunch of people out there right now just sitting and looking and thinking about the decision that they made. The decision that they made, man. This thing is going to affect everybody. It's going to affect everybody in different ways. If you have a job and you are working for your employer, having a job, it's going to be a lot of businesses that get shut down if this thing goes through. This is just as bad, or maybe even, well, the outcome. I don't want to compare it to that, but this is just as bad as the epidemic that took place. This is a imposed epidemic. This is a man-made epidemic right now. Gotta be careful what I say, because I don't know if old Tic Tac gonna get mad if I say the P word. This is crazy, man. We're trying to stay in business, and old buddy look like he's trying to run us out of business. And before you come on here talking politics, this ain't that type of platform. So if you want to hang around and watch what I'm doing, by all means. But we talking about survivability right now. This ain't got nothing to do with politics. We're talking about how to survive right now. From the current government shutdown. See, I don't understand. If the government is still shut down, my question is, how are they able to still do and allow this guy to make these decisions? I don't know. It's affecting my business right now. It's affecting my business. Tamara, how you doing? It's affecting my business right now. I don't understand. Either we shut down, either the government shut down and we ain't moving, or we moving and somebody say something. Somebody say something. But it's crazy, man. So I'm gonna share with you how this can possibly affect us. So we don't have a regular 9-to-5 job, because this is what we do full time. But here's the deal. Even people with regular 9-to-5 jobs, they're at risk of their company shutting down. They're at risk of their company shutting down, because if their company uses a product or a service that's going to be shipped from overseas, I'm not calling countries out, but shipped from overseas, and the tariffs are going to be talking about tariffs jumping up to 100% plus what's already going on, then that's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue. And I promise you, just like the epidemic, before these large companies start shutting down, before they stop giving themselves these large bonuses, they're going to start letting some people go first. I still say it's important to get you a business or a side hustle. I still say that's why it's important to have you something going on the side. I don't know if this administration is trying to get us to shop with Americans, but what I don't think this administration understands is that Americans ain't shopping with Americans. Americans ain't shopping with Americans because Americans ain't manufacturing the things that we need or want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Hey, drop your city and state, double tap the screen, like the video, share the video. Oh, man. Have you received email? I haven't checked the email. I haven't checked the email. But we address all emails within 24 to 48 business hours. So if we didn't see it because we are putting out orders, this is an actual order. If we didn't receive it because didn't see it because we putting out orders, then it'll be viewed this evening or tomorrow. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people out there that serve their country. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me ask by a show of hands, because I know some vets on here. Good afternoon. I know some vets on here, or you got some family members, whether it's your spouse or your kids or your parents. Hey, type a number 2 in the comments if you are a vet. What's going on, Jimmy? Tapping in from Texas. Appreciate you too. Drop a 2 in the comments if you are a veteran, or if you serve, your spouse serve, or your parents serve. You're a vet. I'm a vet too. What branch? I'm Army. Matter of fact, if you're a vet, drop your branch. That's what I want. Drop your branch. If you know somebody who served, or maybe even currently serving, drop that number 2. But if you're a vet, drop your branch. I'm Army. Retired. I'm trying to figure out. This ain't the same country I served from 1991 to 2015. This ain't the same happenings going on. I'm just saying. My dad was in the Vietnam War, man. Hub in the Marine. All right, you're a vet. That's what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, man. I appreciate everybody who sacrificed their time and their family. And I'm just gonna be very transparent. I may lose some people here, because we all know if you served in the military, if you actually served in the military, you know that just because you served, that doesn't mean that you are a patriot. Don't start getting mad at me. I'm just saying. So some people served because they had to keep from getting in trouble. And some people kind of adjusted to the lifestyle. Some people turned into patriots, but just because. So, but I appreciate everybody who served, and also their spouses, because the spouses served too. But ain't this about a BI to come through here in 2025 thinking that things are going to be better with all this technology, and then all of a sudden, did 22 plus years in the military, got my retirement, got my disability, and now it's being threatened? If I got to go back to work, man, it's going to be real bad. It's going to be real bad. If I got to go back to work, it's not going to be exciting at all, man. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. With all the stuff that you did, you put in place for yourself and your family, and now it's getting jeopardized by a difference of opinions and personality, lacks of understanding. You know, I was looking at this famous social media platform. I think y'all might have heard of it. It's called TikTok. The one that keeps giving me violations when I share something other than, you know, the TikTok shop that I don't have. Anyway, I was listening to some people on that very popular platform, and they were talking about, basically they said, you want to know a joke? And they said, what? They said, America. Six deployments. I know people who did like 15. They just back to back to back to back. 6 deployments. I've lost friends. I've lost relatives. 6 deployments. To come home, to not have a place to call home, to come to this. You thought they got me? So yeah, what happened was, so Darryl, what happened was this, man. We keep on redirecting people to our site, even though we don't have a TikTok shop. And for some reason, recently TikTok has a problem with that. So, they didn't ban me. They just been giving me violations, but it's coming. Because I ain't gonna stop. It's our business. I mean, you can't find this stuff on TikTok shop. You ain't gonna find this on TikTok shop. I don't care how good people are. This here, this right here, this quality right here, you ain't gonna find this on TikTok. Oh no, this ain't gonna be on TikTok shop. Not them talking about you got 2 days to get it shipped. Nah, man, we ain't doing that. Let me see. Spouse. Okay, spouse of a veteran. Appreciate it. Check this out though, man. So 6 deployments. I lost a lot of buddies. To combat. Foolishness. Only to be here in 2025 trying to live this American dream that they said that I can have. I don't even care about the big house and the picket fence. I just want to be an independent. I want a slice of the pie that my parents didn't get. And now you telling me that you about to impose an extra 100% tariffs? I don't understand, man. I don't understand. How we gonna live? I mean, I thank God, like I was telling my wife, I thank God that we still in the game. Because a lot of people out the game. What's even sadder is that people really don't understand what small businesses go through. For example, like us. I can only talk about us. A lot of our stuff comes from overseas because we are retailers, not wholesalers. And we are providing an opportunity for people to build a business. Make a couple of extra $100 a month for your household. You know what I'm saying? How is it that we the wealthiest country in the world? I'm gonna keep this right on point. How is it that we're the wealthiest country in the world? You probably say, well, we ain't the wealthiest country. Well, we taxing everything that comes within our borders. Everything that comes within our borders. That means that we got access. For years, we've been doing it, but we got access to all the outside stuff that's coming in our borders. People are getting people are stowing away on cruise ships. People are stowing away on oil rigs. People are I remember when I deployed to Guantanamo Bay, people were getting on rafts. They were getting on rafts and floating from Cuba to Miami just to get away from their situation, just to get to this country. Stowing away in connexes, all types of containers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, just if y'all understand what I'm talking about. People trying to get here. And the people who are born here, we struggling, buddy. I don't know. I definitely tell you what, it ain't gonna be no whole lot of bills getting paid. It ain't gonna be no whole lot of bills getting paid, D. You do you know that people gonna stop paying their bills before they stop going on vacation if these tariffs really start affecting the households? I'm being honest, man. People going on vacation. They're not gonna stop going. I already know that. It's sad though, man, because right now with the government shutdown, and all of the GS workers are furloughed. That's just a nice word for laid off. I didn't do well in school. I got a pretty extensive vocabulary. That's just a pretty word for laid off. And what happens is this, y'all. They're not going to get, the government is not going to say, the government ain't going to say, hey, there you go, Tamara, credit card company. Hey, kid, how you doing? Credit card company. Give them a buy because, you know, they don't have any money coming in. They may call and make some arrangements, but they still gonna have to pay that bill. They're not gonna say, hey, electric company or water company, don't charge these people while the government shut down. As a matter of fact, do y'all know if you go to the grocery store right now or go to the department store, or even if you shop with us here at the Blank Spot, if you shop with us here at the Blank Spot and you go to our platform and buy something, don't you know we still charging taxes? How is it that the government is shut down from October 1st to now and they're still charging taxes? They want their money. I'm trying to figure this out. ATB Market, how you doing? Ernie, what's happening? I don't get it, man. I get it, but I don't get it. I get it, but I don't agree with it. I mean, but you know, who am I? I'm just a small little minnow in the sea of big fish. Hey Sheila, how you doing? I hope I didn't miss you. I saw you earlier. That's the $1 trillion question. The tree said that's the $1 trillion question. What's up, the tree? I don't know, man. How you gonna be shut down and still collecting money? When people go out of business, they can't collect no money. We might as well just go bankrupt. If the government go bankrupt, am I still gonna have to pay my utility bill? Hey, you know what I think? I think some of the same people that come on our platform talking about, hey, don't be a some of the people that say, hey, don't be a gatekeeper, share the information. I think y'all need to take that same energy to the government and say, hey, don't be a gatekeeper. If you shut down, stop charging taxes. Where that energy at? Help me out. Somebody help me understand that. Help me. So we got an order of 3D shirts, all over shirts, and let y'all see what's going on right here. Sheila say, spouses of veterans, Army and Marines. That's what's up. Yeah, man, I don't get it. So we thankfully this person that ordered this order, they got some money, and we got enough to eat with, at least to the end of the day. Because the thing about being in business, and I'm sure y'all understand this, even on a job, the thing about being in business, we can't eat off of yesterday unless we have multiple sources of revenue. We can't eat off of yesterday, so we got to go out there and get it every single day. Every single day, man. Every single day. And that's the truth, man. Them facts right there. Those are facts that they don't tell you. And if for any reason your job that you don't own, that you renting, decides to say, hey, they're gonna shut it down or they're gonna let you go because they rather breathe themselves than to help you breathe and share oxygen with you, then what you gonna do? Know how they sending out tax papers on houses and land? Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a mystery. It definitely is a mystery. So this right here is a 5X shirt, man. I got 2 of those to do. You love the shirt? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. This transfer is available. I don't know if you make shirts or not, but we sell these transfers. I would tell you where you can get it. You can get it right here. You can get it right here. Because I can't tell you because TikTok got a wild hair up at their booty. And every time I talk about my stuff, they get mad. But you can get it right there. Let me see. I made 2 orders before you left on your vacation. Got them within 2 days. Now I need to get a heat press and press the shirts. I hope they last. Oh yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Just put them in a nice controlled area, okay? Put them in a nice controlled area. So yeah, man. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just on here trying to create some content. I'll go back and scrub the video and I'll, break it down and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Can you send me a PM, please? No, ma'am. You can send me one, though. While we're on here, if you send me a PM, I'll definitely respond. It's going to be hard to send you a PM. I'm on live. I ain't going to remember. But if you send me one, be very specific about what you want and what you need, okay? Please and thank you. 51 and 36. So yeah, man, that's something to think about. That is something to think about. But I need y'all to march on up to Washington with the same energy that y'all be giving us when y'all be giving us a hard time. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want y'all to have that same energy. Yes, I do. It's right there. Here you go. Can you see that? It's also, listen, it's also in the link in the description up there. It's in the link in the description as well. Well, here. I gotta hold this down so you can see. Can you see that? I know some light may be shining on there. Can you see that? Because every time I talk about it, I end up getting a violation. So, but yeah, we don't play the tic-tac-toe games. Anyway, if y'all just jumping on, do me a favor, drop the city and state, like the video, share the video. We are broadcasting on 3 platforms right now. Our tic-tac-toe, our Facebook, and our YouTube. Okay. Everything is the blank spot. So I got to get this order out. It's like 23 shirts, but it's only front. But I got to get this order out by Thursday, which I'm doing the hardest part right now, and that's measuring the shirt size. But anywho, y'all give me a second, all right? It's going to get a little loud because I'm printing. But you'll get to see the design. So what happened was the customer was able to upload. We got a service. We have a service to where we can actually print. We can actually print for you. You get a huge discount if you are a business owner. So we do business to business. But you get a discount if we print for you. And it's really cool, man. So this first shirt, like I said, it's a 5X. And I got to get my measurements right. It's only 2 5Xs, but I got like some other big shirts as well. I hate it when they send a design and it's not cropped. I actually should be. What this thing look like? Look like the image might be pretty good. 5X shirt, man. This is wild. So you know when the shirts, as the shirts get bigger, they don't get longer. They just get wider. I'm just go ahead and take a chance, man. I did some pretty good measuring. I hate wasting paper, but like I said, these are only fronts. And we had stopped. We had stopped doing front only. We had stopped doing front only. East Orange, Tampa, appreciate it. Bridgeport, thank you. China, you say you got it, appreciate it. Yeah, we had stopped doing fronts only because it's even though it's more pressing, it's two presses, front and back, it's more time consuming and it's harder to keep the shirt clean. It's harder to keep the shirt clean when you're only doing the front. So you got to keep on changing your paper and all that stuff. Anyway, we're using our shirts. These are the blank spot sublimation shirts. Hey, Paula D. They are not Gildan. They're not Jersey. They're not Lativia. I don't know what that is, whatever. They're the blank spot shirts. We got these shirts from the 100% tariff place. So they don't lay down flat. They don't lay down flat. Designs that speak. They don't lay down actually flat. And I saw somebody on Facebook. I saw somebody on Facebook yesterday, man, bragging about they the GOAT. They the GOAT of doing these shirts. And I said to myself, and I looked at the shirt and it was a Gildan shirt. Thanks for the gift. I looked at the shirt and I seen it was a Gildan shirt and I said, man, anybody can be the GOAT if their shirt is gonna lay out flat. Your shirt, and I ain't trying to sound like I'm hating, but it's gonna sound like it's gonna sound. Your shirt looking like roadkill because it's so flat. It's easy to press something when it's flat. Press something when it ain't flat. Get it in the areas when it ain't flat. Matter of fact, if your shirt lays down flat, you should have no white anywhere. You should get all up under the arms. Talking to me about you to go. I'm gonna have to challenge your buddy though. Only thing is I don't design. Anybody out there design 3D shirts? Let me turn this thing back on. Anybody out there design 3D shirts? It's about to get hot in here. Anybody out there design 3D shirts? Talk to me. Is it better to use a laptop versus a desktop? When okay, I'm gonna scroll back up. I love games because it looks like you're playing one right now. So this is the deal, guys. If you jump on before you ask any question, and this ain't a Q&A, I'm just having a conversation. But this ain't a I teach you. This ain't none of that. Okay, I'm pissed off about the government right now. But if you're gonna ask a question, at least introduce yourself. That's gonna be the social media etiquette. Okay, that's gonna be the social media etiquette. Drop your city and your state. That's how you introduce yourself. This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. Yeah, can anybody design? Let me know. Anybody out there? Can y'all design? Anybody? Nobody? You mean to tell me all y'all hustlers out there, all y'all crafters, creators, and all that, y'all ain't designing 3D shirts? You know it's money. You know it's money to be made doing this. Oh, no, you don't. If you don't have the press, if you don't have this press, that ain't what I'm talking about. We were on live earlier, and I want to address this part. This is the part I want to address. We were on live earlier, and there was a young lady that came on our live to support our live. And you design. I need to contact you. I'm gonna contact you. I am, but not good yet. So there was a young lady that was like, "Hey, can we show her? Do we have classes on how to do this?" And I'm a real simple person, very simple, country, all that, not hood but country. And my first thought process was, in order for me to teach you how to do this or have a class on this, you have to have that and that. But people don't think like that. So I think she may have been thinking that we were crafters and that we were going to be, splicing and dicing paper. And ain't nobody got time for all that. So I haven't tried to design it, but I think I can. Well, I'm gonna be looking for some designers, man. I'm gonna be looking for some designers because I don't design. I'll grab some stuff, I'll put some stuff together. I can design, but I don't like to. It's time consuming. We're trying to run a business. Ain't nobody got time to be coloring and shading in stuff. I need to have some stuff. But I'm gonna tell you something though, right? That same person doesn't understand. I'm gonna tell y'all. Thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. That same person doesn't understand, man, that when you get into this area, into this realm right here, because this is a different business right here. When you get into this area, into this realm, you're not just gonna, even if you have the equipment, we had to learn how to do this. You know that, right? Chi-Town. Okay. Now I didn't see it. Maybe you did. And if I missed it, I apologize. But thank you anyway. So it's gonna be a personal preference. Laptop versus a desktop. Depends on where you're working. If you're working and you're moving around, you definitely want to have a laptop. There's laptops right now that have more memory than desktops. Just remember, when you get ready to start designing and creating and doing this type of business, you got to have random access memory and you got to have ROM. I forget what ROM is, but you got to have a lot of memory, because if not, these programs gonna eat your memory up, and then your computer gonna start going slow. As a matter of fact, you probably do better having a gaming computer, a gaming laptop. All right, but we got laptops all over the place. We got one right here. We got one over here at this printer. We got one over here at the processing station. We got one over here where we used to receive at. So we got number of laptops. I'm on a Mac right now, and my wife has her laptop as well. So a laptop makes you mobile. You know what I'm saying? I'm a graffiti artist, mostly letters, if that helps. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is definitely some money in this. And I think I see why people are not doing this. If you're out there crafting, you're welcome. If you're out there crafting and you like control, you might be the person that says, hey, you know what? I don't want to do it unless I can control it. But if you can design and don't have the equipment to press, and you connect with someone like us that has the equipment to press, then I'm gonna tell you, man, you can actually do some things. You can actually do some things. I'm gonna turn this thing. We're gonna be swiveling right now. I just want to see if my design fits. I think it does. I'm pretty confident that it does. It's a big shirt. I don't know. It's like we might be in business. It's like we just might be in somebody's business, y'all. We're gonna be good to go with that. So that's the 2 5X's I got. I can knock that out, then I can do my 4X's. So thanks for all the gifts, guys. I appreciate it. I don't usually get a whole lot of gifts on TikTok. I'm gonna throw this up here. I don't usually get a whole bunch of gifts on TikTok, but I sure get a lot of questions. I get a lot of questions, especially for people who ain't shopping. Hey, don't get mad. I love games. I'm just keeping it real. We're a whole business. We're a whole business. And for all of the people who say, hey, you know, we should just love on one another and just tell each other everything. I don't know where y'all grew up, but where I came from, when I grew up, we was in school trying to tell each other everything. They called it cheating. Remember, D? We sitting there trying to tell each other everything on the test. We get hit for cheating. Now we grow up as adults. It's okay to tell everybody everything. Make that make sense. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I misunderstand what people talking about. Where are the Gen X's at, man? Where are the Gen X's at? They still giving tests in school? They still taking tests? we used to get in trouble for cheating. Hey, man, I'm sitting there I know the answer. I'm sitting there trying to slide the paper over to my homeboy, or I'm looking behind somebody, you know, because I didn't study. And then, you know, but now today, if you tell everybody everything, it ain't cheap. Hey, y'all go check us out right here. Can y'all see that? Y'all should be able to see that. Let me see. I gotta watch how I say it, or the people on TikTok ain't gonna be watching. I gotta watch how I say this, or TikTok won't be watching. Go find us right here. Go find us right here. I know they're messing with keywords right now. So go find us right here. Thanks for the shares. I appreciate it. Share it to y'all Facebook too, man. Anybody on Facebook? Type a number 3 in the comments if you're on Facebook. I know y'all don't like it. I didn't like it either. I used to talk bad about Facebook. Remember, D? I was like, Facebook for old people. I was like, if you're on Facebook, drop a number 3 in the comments. Real talk. I used to Facebook. I said, man, Facebook for old people. You say, what's that? Man, we got 71,000, almost 72,000 followers on Facebook. Don't get it. Don't trip. Don't slip. I'm being real. We're monetized on Facebook, and we can't even get monetized on here because we got a business page. Oh yeah. And I think that's what's happening, man. Y'all on daytime television on TikTok. So if everybody that's on Facebook, I see Catherine, she on here, you actually on here. But if y'all on Facebook and y'all not following us on Facebook, man, please go follow us on Facebook. Who made my shirt? Me. I made it. I made the shirt. Sure did. Yeah. I used to think Facebook was corny, man. Facebook for old people. That's what I said. Till we got that first check. Till we got that first check, I was like, oh, it ain't that hard to get monetized over here. I'm over here scratching my head and thumping my feet, and TikTok won't give me nothing. Yeah, that part. I don't get nothing on TikTok but violations. And some gifts sometimes, but not a lot. But anyway, as we share, appreciate it, Paul. As we share our business with the masses, I want everyone to understand that if you know a small business owner, I'm not in the t-shirt game. We're suppliers, but we could talk for sure. So I'm gonna follow you back, all right? And then we can connect later on. We can exchange some digits. As a matter of fact, these are work digits right here. Then we even share our business phone number. All that's legitimate. This sign used to be outside of our other store. But that's how you contact us. Yeah, we don't really make a lot. We do have a custom side, and this is being taken care of by our custom side. But I don't really like doing stuff like that, man. To be honest with you, I just rather sell the stuff and try to help somebody grow. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, if you know a small business owner, don't just say, hey, I'm supporting them because I'm doing business with them. Follow them. If they got some good content, like their content. If they got some good content, share their content. Being monetized on a social media platform is another source of revenue. A lot of people ain't gonna get that. Why do you think that people are out there trying to be a content creator? Notice I said trying. Content creators can do so much better if they turn their content creation into an actual business. Do I have to pay for violations? Yeah, we pay for them because eventually we're gonna end up getting put in TikTok jail. That's what ends up happening. But it's not like that. So if we say something that they say that's against the community standards, then they'll have something come across the screen saying, hey, you're in violation. Like earlier today, when I was live, me and D were live, and I said something. They said I was redirecting people to another platform. Of course, that's the only platform we got. We don't have no other platform. We don't have a TikTok shop. We had one, and then they started, doing what they were doing, so we stopped. Yeah. So that's how that works. I love the work you do. I appreciate it, Lisa. Thank you. Yeah, they, and I think they mad because they getting forced. I guess they getting forced to sell their little business. I'm gonna act real grimy now. Look, they getting forced to sell their little business. I don't know. I guess that's why they mad at everybody. But I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like them. I'm getting forced to do some things I don't want to do too in America. So that part. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, drop a number 4. I want y'all to drop a number 4 in the comments if you are a business owner. I don't care if you call it a side hustle, but if you're doing something and you selling something and you getting money, type a number 4 in the comments. We used to be with them until they stopped being with us. See, the one thing that people don't understand about TikTok and other platforms, I say this all the time. Every customer that we had on TikTok was not our customer. We had no access to contact them. We couldn't communicate with them. We couldn't send them anything. The only thing we could send them is our business information inside the packages that they sold. And they were so faithful and loyal to TikTok that they just kept on buying through TikTok Shop. So they weren't our customers. Let me see. Oh, I don't have one of those accounts. Thanks for sharing information. You're welcome. So what happened was we did really well on TikTok Shop when we had it. We were doing really well. But our sales right here went down. So it's almost like the customers that we had here found out that we had a TikTok Shop and they stopped shopping here and they started going to TikTok Shop. Because TikTok Shop was giving all the deals. They was giving free shipping. They was giving hundreds of percent off, And that's all cool. That's all fine and good. That's all fine and good for a customer to get all them quirks and them perks, right? Until you're a business owner and that customer trying to do it to you. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the pew pew, huh? So yeah, man. If you're a business owner and you drop that number 4, I want y'all to think about something. Have your own platform. Have your own platform. Don't depend on Etsy. Don't depend on Amazon. Don't depend on TikTok. Don't depend on those platforms. Because if you make them mad, if you tick them off, and your main money is coming from them, your main revenue is coming from them, and they shut you down, and your customers have no way to get to you. Matter of fact, they're not your customers, but they shut you down. They shut your money down. Now what? You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's what's up. Time sitting there getting. Working on yard signs, banners. All right. So I'm letting my heat back up, man. It gets so hot in here in this warehouse, man. It gets so hot in here. I did some fans earlier. They're gone right now. But I got my phone. I can show you the fans that I did. So I did some fans earlier for a customer because we got this. I don't know if y'all know this, but we got this. We print and press service. If you want a fan, we print and press. And people ain't just doing the boots on the ground either. These were breast cancer awareness. I hope I can say that on TikTok. Y'all so sensitive. Breast cancer awareness. But this is so this is what I did earlier. I did this today. So when I stopped going live earlier today, these are the 5 fans that I did. It was on the 5. So yeah. So we got that print and press service. That was pretty cool. I didn't design it. The customer designed it. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? This is where the designer and the facilitator, in this sense, we're the pressers. This is where the designer and the printer/presser meet. Because without the designer, it won't look like anything. And without being skilled on using the equipment, it's gonna look like garbage too. So that's where those two meet. And a lot of people think, like I said, I could just go buy the equipment and I'm good. You still got to practice. If you go and buy you some brand new tennis shoes, if you go and buy you some brand new tennis shoes and you want to play basketball and you okay, but you ain't good, you still got to practice. You still got to practice. That part. So that's what a lot of people don't think about. Those are nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fans are beautiful. Thank you. So just getting the equipment is one part. Then learning how the equipment works, learning the temperatures, the times, all that stuff, that's another part. Learning the pressure, that's something else. And don't talk about, man, listen, don't talk about sublimation because I will run some people up out of here about sublimation, man. Everybody's on this craze about that other process, but you can't do that with this. You can't do this with that. So I'm gonna show y'all something, man, that's gonna knock your socks off. It's gonna get your mind right. And if you are someone who makes shirts, you'll understand what I'm about to say. So I wish some of the people that were on live earlier, that we were on live this morning, was on live right now. Because this is the time to ask the question that y'all was wanting to know. I was sitting there trying to sell some of my stuff earlier, and y'all was asking all kind of questions. How you do this and that? And I'm thinking, man, this ain't the time. But now you can talk. So ask me a question about sublimation now. You know what I'm saying? Ask me who got the best paper. Ask me who got the best shirts. You know what I'm saying? What's going on from North Carolina? We're out of Columbia, South Carolina. Thanks for jumping on. If you got a question about sublimation, though, for real, whether it's this, center prints, cups, whatever, let me know, man. What's the difference between sublimation and the other thing? My wife laughed because she's on here. So it's several different processes. And I say the other thing I was talking about was DTF. Everybody, I come on here and I clown DTF, but every process has its purpose, right? Steve, what's happening? Our shirt, of course. So sublimation is ink dye. Okay. Hey, Lamars, how you doing? Sublimation is ink dye. It's a process where you dye the fabric. In this sense, the shirts. The shirts have to be polyester. The higher the polyester count, the better the shirt is going to look. I don't know if y'all can tell, but this shirt is very vibrant. It's 100% polyester with a cotton feel. You can almost feel the cotton. If you just put your hand up against the screen, you can probably feel the cotton. That's how soft the cotton feel. That's how soft it is. But it ain't cotton. It's polyester, 100%, right? And Steve said, who got the best freaking shirts in the industry? We do. So these are our shirts. These are our shirts. My wife searched high and low for these shirts. You couldn't find them in the U.S. Yet we're going to put a tariff, 100% tariff extra on another country. Make it make sense. Brooklyn, New York, how you doing? Where can I get the best shirts in bulk? Got to go to a vendor. Got to find your vendor. And the way things are going right now with the president, I said it, putting another 100% of tariffs on these countries where we're getting our items, there's not going to be a lot of people selling bulk. I just got to be honest with you. We're a retail store anyway, but there's not going to be a lot of. Here's what I know. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's where we're originally from. I'm from the country, Sheila. All right, I'm from the country. My mama was country, my daddy was country. Or my mama is country, my daddy was country. You see my wife, she country too. She be trying to act like she's not country. She country too. I don't know why small business owners attempt to go overseas, find vendors, buy their stuff in large quantities, and then offer it to customers in bulk or wholesale. I don't know why they do that. Huh? It's a trick. They don't understand what it means. My wife says it's a trick. They don't understand what it means. What is bulk? Bulk is the ability to buy a product in a lot of quantity, in a large quantity. You can buy as many as you, and you're expecting that the more that you buy, the lower the price is going to be. Y'all with me? That's people's understanding of bulk. When somebody asks me, and I'm not getting on you, Lucille, I'm not getting on you. Okay. You brought up a great question, and I want to touch that. When people say bulk, when people see people like us come on these platforms live because y'all figure we just hustling. We ain't really got no business. We just on here just entertaining. And people want to know if they can buy in bulk. They say, hey, you sell bulk? You didn't ask that. You didn't ask that. You didn't ask that. But you didn't ask that we sell it. But they just assume that that's what we doing. But I ain't that smart, but I ain't that dumb either. Having the ability to make larger quantity purchases and then expecting a lower cost per item, yeah, that's bulk. But my question to you is since y'all gonna play along with me, right? Y'all gonna play along with me? What is your understanding? What number do you think bulk starts at? What do you think it starts at? In your mind, I want you to type in the comments. When you think of bulk, what is the quantity that you're thinking? I want to make that question clear. When you think of bulk, what is the quantity that you're thinking? I'll wait. Turn back around. Ooh, this turned good and ready, baby. This is going to be fire. Somebody say 400, baby. 100 or more. 100. 1,000. 1,000. Man, I love y'all right now. Y'all getting me super duper excited. Man, are y'all saying that because y'all serious? Or y'all saying that because y'all experienced it? I'm getting hyper right now because that's what it is. It's a large quantity. 200 plus? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this question. For everybody that's on here, it may not be you, but I want you to answer this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being ready, how many people do you think are ready to purchase bulk? Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being ready, financially ready. I got a 3. Dog, you generous. A 2, a 4, a 3, not me. A 5. 5 is half. Not many people are. A 4. Do you know? A 1. Do you know? And you may not. But when you go to an online platform that is positioned overseas, you go to an online platform to position overseas, and they tell you the amount is $1. The amount is $1, and then you have to buy a minimum of 100 to get it for that $1. Because if it's $1 at 100, then it may be $2 at whatever. Anyway, so $1 you got to buy a minimum of 100. I'm using an example. The simple mind is going to say, okay, it's $100 out the gate. But when you finish taxes, when you finish shipping, and now, thanks to Uncle Buddy, you talking about tariffs out of the yin yang, that $1 just turned into $7 per unit. So when you was in simple math, getting ready to pay $100 plus shipping, and you were happy, now you got to pay $700 plus shipping, plus tariffs, plus you know what I'm saying? If you don't tell them to include it, you're going to get a COD like we did on a sample. Check this out. So our son's getting ready to open a business or start another business. And the vendor that we went through to get his samples, because we're sampling some items, didn't include the tariffs in the price. So we're on our mini vacation, and he's here running some stuff. He's like, hey, there's a package here, and the UPS man is saying, hey, we owe him $36 and some change. We're like, what? We don't owe anybody anything. That's a lie. And come to find out, the vendor that we were dealing with, brand new vendor, getting samples, didn't include the money for the tariffs. So the UPS guy came back. We had to write a check, cash on delivery before we can even get our. So check this out, man. You took a $1 item, turned into 700 plus shipping plus. So now by the time you finish, right now at this point, you're gonna pay about $1,700 for that $1 item. Before I lie to you, I lie with you, because I'm on your side. So when we're in the financial position, as my wife has put us in this position, to buy in large quantities from wholesalers and manufacturers, and we're able to get these items from there to here, we can't afford to sell in bulk like you guys are wanting, or wholesale back to you like you're expecting, because all we're doing, it'll be just an even Steven, right? It'll be an even Steven. And a lot of folks don't understand that. So I would love to have that conversation on a platform where all people came for that conversation. But folks don't understand that. See, when we go to Walmart, or we go to what's the place? Michael's, and we go to get some t-shirts. We go to get some t-shirts off the rack. Don't nobody ask about bulk. That word never comes in your mind. Don't nobody, and they give you the little cheese at 30% off, but that's the regular price. That's the regular price everybody else selling them for. And you think you're going to places like Jiffy, One Stop, All Day, and you think you're getting bulk, but you're not. You're not getting bulk. You're not getting wholesale prices. Because if they're able to sell the shirt to you for $5 and you think you get some good prices, I'll break it down, $2.79 for a shirt. And you thinking, hey, I'm doing great because I'm getting my shirts too. You are doing great. But if they're selling it for $2.79, you best believe they're getting it for about 50 cents. Maybe $1. And they're not using the 3 times rule like people like to come out here and say, all these uneducated, unmathematical business owners that come out and say, well, generally you just use the 3 times rule. No, they got a bookkeeper, they got mathematicians, they got planners, and they're looking to see how much their overhead is, what their cost differences is, and how cost average and all that stuff is, and what their profit margin gonna be. 3 for 10. What? An emergency? Yeah. I'm just saying. This is the conversation that, see, I don't know what y'all used to watching on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, but these kind of conversations we have when we get on here, man. Meanwhile, every step we take forward, Uncle Billy in office, we're going a couple steps back. So now, you see why, if you're going to stay in business, and all this junk that people be talking about gatekeeping, all this other foolishness, if you're going to stay in business, you coming out here talking about selling in bulk and wholesale. I used to get offended, man. I used to get upset. When people would ask that question, I would really get upset. And then I realized that by definition, people were just ignorant. They were just ignorant to the fact that unless you're going directly to the source, you're not buying wholesale. And unless you are buying a whole hell of a lot of that item, bulk is not really going to help you. You got to have your finances straight. Right now, a lot of people money funny and their change is strange, but they're saying that they got a side hustle when they should be talking about they got a business. Because if they claim a business, they can start claiming deductions and expenses and write-offs and all that stuff. While you talking about you got a side hustle and you ain't tracking no expenses, you getting your money up under the table, you losing tens of thousands of dollars on top of the table because you just don't want to do the work. Anyway, I digress. Don't get mad at me. Now, I did change something up, and I may have to do this shirt again, but I did change something up. So I'm going to see if this works. Somebody's calling the office phone. We close at 5. It's 4:36. You mean to tell me you waited all doggone day and now you calling? My distributors don't care whether I buy one garment or 1,000. They got themselves covered regardless. I got you. I just bought 11. Oh, that was you? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Dawn, you on the phone? Dawn said, I just bought 11 items. Would love to feature you on my magazine. Oh, Code 31, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. Hey, you know what? For you, we'll make some time. For you, we'll make some time. How's your magazine going? Because I don't be on here. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't be on here like that. I'm on here just selling. Oh, you're not on the phone. Somebody else. Okay. So our son was in here taking some content down, man. I love it because he helping us with our content. He just sent me 6 videos. Check our son out. He ready, boy. I can't wait to post this. Play it again. He put the little sound effects on there for me. I'll be happy, man. That's less work I got to do. Yeah, she's over on Facebook. Yeah, he got a lot of stuff, man. He out there doing it. So yeah, man, a lot of people don't think about that when they go to business owners. And I used, like I said, I used to be offended, man. I used to get real twisted when people come on and talk about bulk, man. Do you know what we had to go through to get this stuff from overseas to the United States? Do we create small sublimations? So we have a system where you can actually upload your image onto a gang sheet. And if you look back here, that's where you'll be able to see how you can do that. So you go to that spot back there. We offer gang sheets, okay? But yes, we do. So this is a black design. This is a black design. And I'm going to let it cook for a little while. I don't want it to burn, but I'm going to let it cook a little while because I want to get in the seams. So what I want you to do is, Marilyn, I want you to message me, okay? I want you to DM me, direct message me, and then I'll give you our contact information. But it's right there. Yeah, today it's $2 but she wants a 5x7. Yeah, she wants something special. Let me see. I love that you said you'll make time for them. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's really how business owners get along, man. Now I don't have a lot of friends because I run a lot of people off. I don't care for no foolishness or shenanigans, man. I ain't no hype person. I'm all about facts. And if it don't smell right, I don't even mess with it. There's a lot of people I had to check. So, you know, when I find people that's doing something, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I appreciate you thinking those. So now I need to get this picture. See, Tic Tac Tallywhack still up. So we ain't getting no violations yet. So I need to get this picture, Tic Tac. This is going to be one for the books. So that fella talking about, hey, don't nobody do it like him and how he to go. I'll tell you something. I could have had a little bit more pressure, but I think we're going to be all right. Let me tell you something. I got to put my pad back on there. This right here, this is the blank spot sublimation paper. This ain't no A-sub paper. This ain't no Bumblebee paper, no Hippo, none of that other bull junk that's out there. This is the blank spot sublimation paper. Look at that. Look at that ink release. Look at that ink release. I got to put my pad back on here, man. But I did okay. I may do another one. I got to do another shirt, but I may do another one. They did an excellent job on the design, though. But that pad D, that extra padding is going to help out. Look pretty good, though. Huh? I'm seeing right now. It should be. Yeah, so that fella out there. Let me know how you work. Let me know how you work when you ain't got no flat shirts. Yeah, we good. Let me know how you work when you ain't got no flat shirts. This is not a flat shirt. That's the underarm right there. Y'all see that? I got one little crinkle and my shirt ain't flat. Talk to me. Now, I didn't design this. The customer did. I got a little ghosting right here. So I may just give them this shirt. I don't know. I got to do another one, though. I got to do another one. So, yeah, man. I got to put my pad back on. I took this pad off because I wanted to see what was going to happen. And now I see. Now I see. And I flip this over, y'all. Y'all, some of y'all bed mattresses look like this. I need to stop. But yeah. But this is the other side. But I always put the brown paper down and then I put butcher paper on there. So but this is the pad that I had on here. They gave me some extra cushion. This is my extra cushion right here. So what I did was I took it off when I probably should have left it on, but it's okay. The great thing about it is the image was the right size and all that good stuff. So we winning. So the customer ordered 23 shirts. Customer ordered 23 shirts. Oh man. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and is restricted in the search results because it redirects users to purchase products from outside TikTok. This is in line with the For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines, which we are updating to support the best user experience. Are y'all having the best experience on TikTok? Because I ain't having the best experience. I ain't even say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I'm not having. I don't know what user they talking about. You know what user? You know who they talking about? They talking about content creators. They talking about people who on here talking about other people. But they go to restriction and they go to that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with the people that were already on here. It dropped from 75 people all the way down to 37 right now. So I'm not gonna pay attention to y'all. Y'all can go over to the Facebook or the YouTube. Let me see. Do you think you eventually expand to doing other things related to the industry? Nah, man. I'm trying to find somebody. I'm trying to find somebody to take my place right now. I just turned 53. I ain't got time to be working hard. I'm trying to find something else that's gonna give us some passive income. To be honest with you. This is a young person. This is a young person business right here. That's what this is. I ain't young. This for young folks. They told me, and I know I was being careful with what I was saying. But y'all see how they act though, man? Y'all see that, right? Y'all see how they act? Acting all bougie and brand new. Like, I don't care. Ain't like y'all paying me anyway. It's not like that at all. If I was doing content creation, they wouldn't have said nothing. You know that? You think somebody reporting live? It might be. It might be some old funky behind hater out there. John said you just left TikTok. Don, you might be right, Don. I may have messed somebody up. The blanks spot. That's our Facebook. You'll find us right there. It's the same thing. You can go search the blank spot. Matter of fact, you can go to the link in the description to find our social media. The unmitigated gall of somebody to report me. Did I say anything offensive, y'all? That's my. I did already. I do it every time. I set the content disclosure every time. Y'all know this ain't my first rodeo. I used to do this. I used to do this about 6 times a day. Yeah, but thank you, Miss Crafty. I used to do this about 6 times a day. I promise you. I used to do this every day, all day. I did. But it's I get it though, man. I'm not mad. Because I don't really care about TikTok like that. I mean, I would love to, have you guys follow us and I would love to have you guys continue to follow us and all that good stuff. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lose no sleep if I can't get on here. A lot of people lose sleep because they can't get on here. Y'all know that? A lot of people will lose sleep. I'm trying to see something right now. What's going on, Ernie? I ain't worried about Ernie. Let's see. A lot of people will really lose sleep. Let's see. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can grow another audience. What I'm gonna do, TikTok, is I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna come back on, okay? So go ahead and meet me on Facebook, or you can hang around and I'll come back. Meanwhile, I'm gonna talk to Facebook and YouTube. So I use TikTok so I can get this good content and this good visual too. So anyway, yeah, y'all think I'm mad about that? Man, I can care less about TikTok and care about them clowns. But anyway, so guys, if you're just jumping on, do me a favor, drop that city, drop that state, like, share, all that good stuff. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Yeah, I set the content disclosure every time, man. This is my own brand. I always do that. All that good stuff. They still get mad. They get mad, you know why? I think, like Don said, I think somebody doing something to me. But that's all right. You can't do nothing to me that I ain't never did myself. You can't do nothing to me. All this is for content, man. It's content for my business. So anyway, so guys, got some orders to do. I'm super duper excited. Because this customer trusted us. This customer trusted us with their ideas to bring it to life. So you over here now? I want everybody to come. Matter of fact, we got like 29,000 followers over there on TikTok Tallyway. Imagine if all 29,000 followers, some of y'all are over there too, but imagine if the people who are not following us on our other platforms come and check us out. Like I said, we getting monetized over on Facebook and YouTube. We ain't getting monetized on TikTok Tallyway. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me, which way would you go? So you're in Columbia, Renee? That's what's up. How you doing today? So y'all don't forget, we got $2 Sublimation Tuesday. $2 Sublimation Tuesday is still taking effect. It is going to last until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But while y'all doing that, some of y'all already know, if you do sublimation, we give you the opportunity to get some amazing, ready-to-ship sublimation transfers for only $2. What happens is you buy a set. You buy a set for $2. And just so you know, guys, you have to shop from the $2 Sublimation Tuesday collection. If you do not shop from that collection, you will get charged full price. Also, if you do not follow the rules of $2 Sublimation Tuesday, you will get charged full price. Can't help it if people don't follow instructions or able to understand. So before you press go on your credit card information, your shop pay, your Klarna, or your Sezzle, and you're not sure or confident that you're in the right spot, it only takes a second to call. But it's the calling after the fact for me, and then saying, "Hey, it didn't say that to me." That's that part. But anyway, guys, we got a 3D shirt order. I just showed you one. I'm gonna do that one over because I didn't have my pad on. I got another one to do anyway. But I'm going to knock these out today and tomorrow. I want to have this shipped out by Thursday so the customer can have it. The great thing is we're in South Carolina and the customer is in North Carolina. So it's not going to take that long for them to get it. Okay? That's the great thing. The other great thing is that if you are new to our platform and you have never seen us before, we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, in a little town called Casey, South Carolina. I never knew Casey existed. I'm not from here, but I never knew this little town existed. But they got little towns all over this place. Ooh wee. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that. Anyway, not where I'm from. We are from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, which, as I look over everything, is not too much better. But anyway, we are where we are, and this is what we're doing. These 3D shirts, man, are money makers. And for those of you who are doing some type of crafting or side hustle, we do have an opportunity for you guys to connect with us. If you want to have us do your shirts for you, outsource your shirts to us, we can actually do that. There they go again. See, I know I said it. I know I said it. I manually said it again, and it came up again. Another warning. Which one of y'all on here coming back on hating on me? Y'all got issues? Y'all wasn't loved as a child? Is that what it is? Somebody didn't like themselves, wasn't loved as a child. Gotta be. I came on just now and said it again. So that's not it. Melissa, if you're still out there, that's not it at all. You know what's funny though? What's funny to me is this. What's funny is how people stand by these platforms. So Crafts by Cobb, where can you get them from? You can get them from here. I'm gonna show you directly, okay? You ready? Funny part is people stand by these platforms. Like if you're going, well, they ain't doing me nothing. I'm making a lot of money. I'm not a content creator. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up my phone so you can see. Okay, so this is where we are right here. Can you see that Crafts by Cobb? You know what? I can go ahead and pull it up from here. Hold up. I can pull it up from here. I sure can. I looked away and looked up, and next thing you know, I had a violation again. I said, I know you in line. I feel like no comedian now. I know you lying. All right, so that's our thing in the box right there. So I'm gonna go to the home. Give me a second. They don't like me on TikTok. I guess I'll be talking too much smack to them. Somebody snitching. All right. So are you there? So what you're gonna do is once you show up on our page, you're gonna go all the way down. Okay. You're gonna go all the way down. All the way down. Don't worry about that. You can join that too. You're gonna go all the way down. All the way down. Let me see if I can slide this. There you go. You're gonna go all the way down until you see daily and weekly deals. Once you're at the daily and weekly deals, that's when you're going to see the $2 sublimation transfers. You click on that, and now you have to choose 10 and place 10 in your shopping cart. But just know that there are sets of 2s. So that means if I decide to buy one of an item, I'm actually getting 2 transfers. So 10 transfers, 10 items in your shopping cart is actually going to yield you 20. Okay. I hope that was clear. Did you get that? Already. Yeah, they came back. They came back and hit us again, D. TikTok said, I'm gonna hit you dead in the mouth. I ain't even feel it. It's probably somebody, yeah, it's probably somebody that's hating, like Don said. But it's funny though, man, how some people, like I said, if you're a content creator on here, hey man, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? But our platform is set up as a business. We're not here as content creators. We're here to share our business. And if TikTok doesn't allow us to share our business, and we go through all of the rigmarole to take the content stuff off and set everything up so we can, share our stuff, and they still ding you, I mean, you know what you're gonna do? You just wait for them to kick me off. It ain't bothering me. The funny part about it is I may not be able to go live, but I can still drop videos until they completely block, Until they completely block. But like I said, man, it's their platform. They can do what they want to with it. I recall some crazy stuff happening before on TikTok. And I recall it not happening to everybody. And because it wasn't happening to everybody didn't stand up and fight for each other until it started happening to them. Kind of like losing your job, right? You're like, hey, somebody said something on the job. You're like, well, he ain't saying nothing to me. It don't affect me until it does. So, gotta think about that. So yeah, I know that the transfer looks good. I like that. Good to go. Now I know. I gotta hide some stuff. So TikTok says I got a violation. Which one of y'all snitches that snitched on me for doing nothing? Raise your hand. Because if I keep on talking grimy, I'll get another violation. That means somebody reporting. Which one of y'all snitches did? Come on. Be man or woman enough to say something. And I don't think no woman to do nothing. I don't think no man to do nothing like that. I think it'll be a woman, to be honest with you. I'm about to get up under somebody's skin. We just don't operate like that. Y'all know that? A lot of men, most men don't operate like that. They got some soft dudes out there. But most men don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all with me? Most men don't get down like that. So man, hey, if you just jumping on, this is the blank spot. I guess I can't even say the name of our business without getting a violation. What do we sell? We sell t-shirts. We sell t-shirt transfers. We sell sublimation t-shirts, cotton t-shirts, hoodies, crew necks, sublimation hoodies, drinkware. And we sell all that stuff. All that. 4 and 5, the whole 9 yards. We sell all that, man. And we sell it. Watch this. I'm gonna make them mad. Y'all gonna say it again. Y'all want to see something again? We sell it from this place right here. That's what we sell it from, right there. I got care. Let me see. What brand printer is this? This is an Epson printer. What brand printer do you have? Who that? What's happening? You already know. From Baton Rouge, where you from? Talk to me. See, the funny thing about a lot of people on these social media platforms, is that they don't really know what struggle is like. You know what I'm saying? Tanisha said, I'll comment. That's one of the reasons why I don't like working with females. You'll be surprised at dudes. Now, I know they out there. I know they got some dudes out there. Lower Ninth. That's what's up from Scotlandville. I know they're out there. Don't get me wrong. I know they're out there. I know they're out there. I know they're out there. Let's see. You outsource that part? Well, you can outsource it to us. So we do sublimation. Check out some of our work. The part of what I do, I love. The part I don't like, I let my wife do. And I think it's kind of the same way. Because I don't think my wife likes being around this hot heat press. You know what I'm saying? I don't think she likes being around this hot heat press. But I like doing the 3D shirts, all over shirts, all that stuff. Like I said, just because you got the equipment, that doesn't mean that you don't have to learn how to use it. A lot of people think, well, all I just need is the equipment and I'll be good. But I'm here to tell you that couldn't be further from the truth. It took time to learn how to use this equipment. As a matter of fact, this is our second heat press. We have a 39 by 40 over here. 39 by 40 is the first one we started with, and we had to learn how to use that one as well. A lot of people think because you got a big printer or a big press, you should be, you be doing all these things you can, but it takes time. Thinking about getting another press, man. I want a bigger printer because this printer prints 44 inches wide. I want a bigger printer, but having a bigger printer doesn't matter if we don't have a bigger press. So we got 100. Watch this, y'all. We got 150 people on TikTok. Watch me get a violation. Yes, it is. It's not. I wanted to get the what do you call it? The hydraulic one. But with the hydraulic heat press, there's work as well because it's maintenance. So with the hydraulic heat press, you're talking about fluid, you're talking about cables, you're talking about, all that stuff. So yeah, this is CMYK. This is sublimation. So yeah, I mean, that part that people don't understand, man, getting all those automatic fancy equipment, then you gotta worry about maintaining it. And that can be some money. That's when the money comes in. On my way back, they're doing some near. Okay. So yeah, man. But you gotta actually know how to use the equipment. And you get people all the time say, hey, do you give classes? Can you teach me X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. And it sounds good and it briefs well until they understand that somebody teaching you so let's say me teaching you how to make a shirt and you don't have the equipment, it makes no sense. Somebody teaching you how to piece paper together when you can actually outsource that, it really don't make no sense. So you either a crafter and you like to have fun, or you just don't understand how business works. And truth be told, if I'm out there giving classes, which I'm thinking about going to give some more classes and starting to give back up, because hey, if they keep up with these tariffs, man, we're gonna be hurting. But for people out there giving classes, they don't care, man. Their job is to get your money giving them classes. I'm just saying. No one likes being around a hot heat press. I sure don't. I know, man. I just finished pressing 200 sublimation pillowcases. Man, you sweating like crazy? I can imagine. Let me see. This press really isn't that big. There's much bigger press out there. It's really not that big. Yeah, the air compressor alone is crazy, man. So, I mean, there's a lot to think about. People getting those real nice fancy presses and stuff. And what I think, and what I think don't really matter. But what I think is that we can spend or invest our money in other places. You know what I'm saying? So once again, man, look at that ink release. That's that blank spot sublimation paper. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, we're looking. Gotta stop saying I'm on here by myself now, but we're looking for some influencers out there, man. We're looking for some influencers. We're gonna put a call out for people to try to get opportunity to talk to some people. But we're gonna be looking for some influencers in the very near future because we're looking to we need some help getting our paper to the next level, to the next level. That means that if you are crafting, creating, or designing, and you have a sizable amount of followers, that could be you. That could definitely be you. Yeah, putting that pad back on really made a difference, man. I really don't like doing one side because there's so many things that can happen with sublimation when you're doing one side. Um, I can't hide it, right? I can't hide it. Anybody can do two sides. But when you look at this, it's clean. It's clean except for the bottom right here. Well, nah, that's the other side. So it's clean. It's all clean. Because once that ink gets on there, it's over with. You can't do anything with it, right? You can't hide it or anything. So this one came out a lot better. I needed that extra pad on it, all around the arms, all underneath the arms. If you can do a shirt like this that does not lay down, Sheila, Steve, you know we got the best shirts in the industry. If you can do a shirt like this that does not lay down and you can get the majority of it onto the shirt and it doesn't lay down, you know what you're doing. And I'm not here to toot my own horn, but I had to learn how to do this. It took a little while. So guys, you just jumping on, man, and you want to get some 3D shirts done, go ahead and hit me up, PM me. Keep it between you and me, because I'm not gonna tell TikTok. Hey, baby, can you bring me on 5X? I'm gonna do that shirt over. Oh, you let me know. Yeah, we're gonna be looking for some help though, y'all. Anybody out there who got like a sizable amount of followers, you got a strong following, you got a strong Facebook group, you got a strong YouTube channel, I'm gonna be looking for some crafters out there. What's my minimum per order? Are you a business owner? Because that matters. If you're a business owner, you got your EIN, your paperwork is straight, the minimum is 4. We keep it light. Here you go. Okay. To get these prices that we offer, we're doing a minimum of 4. And that's because we know a lot of people don't have a lot of customers. However, if you can do 4 shirts, and we give them to you at our business to business rate, then that can be groundbreaking to you and to your business, because once your customers start seeing that, hey, I can produce all over or 3D items or larger items, that's groundbreaking, man. Let me see. I'm a screen printer. I always wondered how sublimation worked. Had no idea. It was a huge press. Now I'm gonna tell you, we got other size presses in here. Okay, that's just the one. Well, we got another big press over here. It's not as big. We got other presses, but to do this, this is to the. I think this is. I don't want to. Let me see. puck in the net, puck in the net, hockey. All right. To do this, we have to have a larger. It'd be better to have a larger press. Let me see. Business 2016 pilots come a long way, and your shirts are the softest I've ever used. Well, appreciate it, man. We spent a lot of time on these shirts, man. Let me go ahead and slide y'all over here. I'm gonna print another one. I'm just kind of hanging out right now. I'm not gonna stay too much longer. I'll do this next shirt. The rest of them are gonna go really fast, but it takes longer when I'm live. Questions about sublimation, anybody, man? That's why we're here right now. Questions about sublimation. If I can answer it, I will. I might mess with you a little bit, give you a little bit of grief, but it's all in fun. I get quiet because I'm trying to concentrate, y'all. Got to get this last one done, or this other one done. Let me see. Yeah, questions about sublimation, man. Are you guys out there doing sublimation? I know some of our audience on YouTube and Facebook are. Are y'all doing sublimation? Doesn't matter what it is. The great thing about sublimation, man, there's so many different options out there. Whether you're doing shirts, drinkware, bags, pillowcases, keychains, koozies, coasters. Man, there's so much stuff. I'm looking back here because we got that stuff. Baby items, bibs. A lot of people don't know that they got so much stuff that you can do in sublimation. Man. So a lot of people got a bad taste in their mouth about sublimation because they're making t-shirts and only making t-shirts. But sublimation is a whole world of different things. Hello from Texas. I have a question. Does sublimation prints only have to be? Yes. Yes, that's a great question. And yes, they do only have to be on polyester shirts. If you want them to be vibrant, we recommend that you have a higher polyester count. Get as close to 100% polyester as you possibly can. This is 100% polyester shirt. It's not it's not that traditional look, that shiny look. But I want you to go. If you find my information in my bio, or you can message me, you can personally message me, and I'll send you so you can read a blog that we did on sublimation. Sublimation is an ink dye process, and the ink is being dyed into the polyester fabric. So it's a synthetic process. And a lot of people don't understand. That's why when with this question, a lot of people don't understand. As we said earlier today, a lot of people are disappointed in sublimation is because they're trying to make sublimation do what they want it to do. Sublimation has its own natural outcome. Sublimation don't need no help. It doesn't need other things to bring it out. So yeah. Polyester. So to the young lady from Texas, Kimberly, have you ever done cups? Have you ever sublimated cups before? And the only reason I ask is because there is a poly coating. There's a poly coating on those cups. Polyurethane, polyester, poly coating, synthetic fabrics, satin, rayon, nylon. All those things can be sublimated with no issues, with no add-ons. Those cups that you see, those tumblers that you see, all those things have a poly coating on it. That's why it can be sublimated like that. Anybody else questions? I'm here, man. I got the gate wide open. Come on through. Mr. Gatekeeper didn't open up the gate. So in order to make sure I get these done and shipped out by Thursday, I'm going to probably come in early in the morning and prep some stuff and knock it out. Let's see. Does that make sense? Okay. Awesome. But it is a science. It's literally a science. It's a scientific outcome that most people don't understand. So we try to go live. And if you guys found us on TikTok, I know I'm talking real reckless with TikTok right now. But if you guys found us on TikTok, we appreciate it. We actually got our start on TikTok. We grew a whole business with customers on TikTok. And when TikTok started to change, we had to change too. But if you found us on TikTok, thank you. We appreciate it. Welcome. Also, we have other platforms. If you go to our TikTok bio, you'll see all of our other social media platforms. And you can follow us there. We're live just about every day throughout the day. And we have deals every day as well. So if you are crafting, creating, designing, maybe you're brand new to crafting or sublimation specifically, and you want to give it a try, we got some things here for you. Got a couple of people that don't quite understand sublimation, so they don't like it. I watch these groups on Facebook, and it's kind of funny in a sense, because you got all these people who just started doing sublimation and didn't do any type of reading or didn't do any type of research on it. They just said, "Oh, I see somebody doing it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna join this group, learn as much as I can learn, then I'm gonna do it." Let me see. How would you know which tumblers have the poly on it if it doesn't say? That's where we come in. That's a great question. And without trying to make it a long answer, you're gonna have to test it. You're gonna have to trust that when you talk to your supplier, that you're asking them for sublimation tumblers. Just that simple phrase. I'm looking for sublimation tumblers. And I say that because there's going to be somebody that hears this conversation or watches this live again, and they're going to say, I want to go to a vendor and I want to get a sublimation tumbler. You have to be specific with them, asking for a sublimation tumbler. And then once you get that tumbler, you got to test it. You have to make sure it can sublimate. That's the best answer I can give you, the most honest answer I can give you, because you cannot tell if a shiny tumbler, has the actual poly coating on it until you sub it. Man, have I got a story for you since you asked that question. We had a customer, someone that was shopping with us. And like I said before, we are a retailer. We're not a wholesaler. We try to give the best prices, comparative and competitive pricing with a lot of the larger companies. But we had a customer that was shopping with us. And I guess they just got tired of paying full price, which, people graduate from paying retail. We want you to graduate. We want you to do your research, your due diligence, your homework, your education, and we want you to find the right vendors and all that good stuff, right? But this one customer, they went on Alibaba and they got some tumblers and they bought like 50, 100 of them, I think. And none of them was sublimate. Now, I don't know if they chatted with a vendor. I don't know if they chatted with somebody or not. I don't know. Probably didn't. But they probably went on there, they pointed, looked, they'll probably typed in sublimation, and that came up, and they got the tumblers, and they wouldn't sublimate. 100 tumblers. And unfortunately, fortunately for us, they had to come back. They weren't embarrassed enough that they came back. but unfortunate for them that they didn't do their due diligence. See, it's never a good time to move before it's time. The basketball player that's 6'1", 6'5", 7 foot. The basketball player that's that tall didn't grow overnight. It took time. And it just amazes me how people are going to these groups desperately looking for information, and they're getting jacked by either the administrators or the other crafters like them. Let me ask y'all a question, and y'all tell me if this makes sense or not. You tell me this, all right? I'm not the smartest person. But if I'm crafting, I'm a brand new crafter, right? If I'm a brand new crafter, whether I want to be a business owner or I'm cool at crafting, why would I go talk to a whole bunch of people that's crafting? Why would I not at least find a business owner that has a group that's willing to share information? I'm just asking. If I'm on a boat in the middle of the ocean trying to get the land, and I'm on the boat with somebody else that's also trying to get the land, why would I continuously ask them for instructions? That's not going to resonate with everybody. That's not going to resonate with everybody because that's what we're used to. We're used to asking people who are in the same boat as us how to get to the next step or the next level. That always had me questioning a lot of different things. They ask me question stuff, man. How can you put all that confidence in somebody that's literally doing the same thing you're doing? I mean, does that make sense? I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm going to ask somebody who's already there, who's already doing it. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with being in these crafting groups, but I'm not going to sit there and ask another crafter who may have started, as far as I know, you may have started 2 days before me. And they in these groups, man, and they're answering questions like it ain't nothing. I've seen since I've been a part of this one group, because I'm gonna be honest, man, I'm using the group to get content. I guess that might be kind of jacked up, ain't it? I'm using that group to get content. But anyway, it is what it is. I see a lot of people asking questions, and I'm like, why y'all asking that question in this group? I love crafting so much, I'm gonna be a part of 100 different groups. Oh man, I love crafting that much. If I love crafting that much, I'm gonna go ahead. If it's a hobby of mine, I love it that much, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna create my own group, and I'm gonna create my own community and my own tribe. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm not thinking clearly. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, man, you know, it's so many people out there who are knowledgeable, but you don't know who you're getting your answers from. So that's why it's very important to do your due diligence. And if you get an answer about something, go ahead and look it up. All this technology out here, from Google AI, ChatGPT, all those different platforms that will give you some guidance to go and get the answers that you need. But we keep putting our confidence in people. We were it's funny. I'm gonna share this real quick. It's funny. I make videos all the time for our business. And I was right here on this very heat press doing a video of some clack fans. And somebody commented on the video. And said, "Hey, what are your measurements?" And my mind immediately switched to, that's a crafter. Because there's no way in the world I'm going to ask somebody what their measurements are. If I understand that every substrate is different, every batch is different, so I need to measure it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way in the world I'm going to ask another person that. No way. No way. My shirt was a little wide, so I got to slide this over to get this part right here. But we're gonna be fine. Yeah, there's no way, man. There's no way. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna play that game. Yeah, there's no way. I'm not gonna trust people like that. I can't do it. I won't be able to do it. So, Graham, Vanessa, you say you're gonna call later? Well, later's gonna have to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, because our phones are turned off. Do we do blankets with photos? Yes, we do. We do. We have give me a second. I got a little time. Give me a second. So we have 15 panel. We have 15 panel, 9 panel. We got a heart shape back there. We got a couple of different blankets back there. So yeah, definitely connect with us tomorrow. We'll be here. Where you at? We're on the East Coast. We're in Columbia, South Carolina. Where you at? Guys, you just jumping on. I got the project to finish up. I'm gonna have this finished by tomorrow evening. Have this finished by tomorrow evening. Let me see. Virginia? Okay, yeah, we're same time zone. So yeah, we'll be in here available at 10 a.m. Be advised, we do go live at 10:30 a.m. So if you catch us right at 10, we'll have about 15, 20 minutes to chat. That way I can redirect you where you need to be. If not, you can call after 11:30 a.m. Okay? But yeah, I love to talk to you. Or actually, my wife would probably want to talk to you. This little thing come in handy, D.
Yeah.
Look here. Yeah, it's my buddy now. Sit there. Hey, buddy. Hey, y'all got to get one of these, man. If you don't have one of these in your crafting room, and I don't craft, but if you don't have one of these in your crafting room, you dead wrong. Let's see what this thing look like. I got some spaces on here. I already know. Ooh-wee! Now, that's not the test. The test is the back. To make sure the back is good. And I have one small part, but I think we'll be okay with this. Yeah. That's the only thing, like I said, about the white backs. That's the only thing, man. That is the only thing. That is the only thing. Some stuff you can kind of get away with sublimation, and some things you just cannot. You definitely cannot get away with ghosting. If you don't have enough pressure, you definitely cannot get away with ghosting. But some things you can definitely get away with. That's a big shirt. I like to knock the bigger shirts out first. And I'm going to show you underneath the arm, because this, for some reason, John, this is where people be looking under the arm. Like, you're going to miss this part right here. Thank you. I appreciate it, Vanessa. You're going to miss this part right here because it's underneath the arm. But for some reason, that's the first place that people look to want to see under the arm. But I got everything. And like I said, our shirts don't lay flat, so they're not the most ideal. They're not the most ideal shirts. Debbie's laughing. Hey, Debbie, they're not the most ideal for 3D unless you know what you're doing. So I put my jig in, I stretch it out, I measure and all that good stuff. And, you know, this is the part. But why are you looking under here saying, hey, you missed a spot? Why looking under there? Are you weird? Anyway, so yeah, we got 15 panels. We got 9 panels. We got a heart shape. We got a whole bunch of stuff. So I look forward to talking to you tomorrow. So, guys, thank y'all for jumping on. I appreciate it. I know y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all decided to see what was going on. I was only able to do 2. Actually did 3 shirts. 1 messed up on me, but I was able to do 2, complete 2 shirts. I got 21 more to do. I am going to be doing those shirts tomorrow. I'm going to use this jig. I'm going to use this jig again. That's why I'm going slow, because I want to save some paper, some cardboard. But I'm going to use this jig again tomorrow for my 4Xs. All I'm going to do is measure the shirt and cut it down. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to use it for my 4Xs. I got 2 of those, and I have 1 3X to do. And then I'm going to change my paper because I have 2 2Xs and I have like 7 1Xs. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Appreciate you, Sheila, as always. Davon, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Man, that shirt came out perfect. I ain't going to say perfect. It's always room for improvement, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I give it about an 8.5. You know, give about an 8.5. But thank y'all. I appreciate it. Like I said, we are the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. And for TikTok, I can't stick it to a whole organization. I can't make you like me. But for those of you who are watching, if you want to know how to get with us and connect with us, that's our information right there. That's the information right there. If you want to know how to get with us and connect with us, that's how you do that. All right. So, like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. I'm going to see each and every one of you guys at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.